Hey everyone, how you guys doing? This is another episode from the Wellbeings Podcast, and this episode is a two-part, and we will be discussing spirituality. How do I take care of my spirit, my physical health, and how does that help or enhance, or does it do anything for me spiritually? So I'm gonna say this: even though the spirit and the physical are separated, they are interconnected, right? One gets strengthened doesn't mean the other one strengthened, but if one is weak, it can weaken the other. So when I work on my physical body, I am more energized. I feel stronger. I feel less lethargic. And ultimately, that helps me to be able to do things like head up at 3:30 in the morning so that I could do my routine of meditation and stretching and just my mindful prompts where I'm able to, I could say reflect from the day before, but ultimately prepare myself for that day. So I say, like, working my body out, working my physical gives me the energy that I need to then work on some of the spiritual aspects of myself. Because the next one, what does my spiritual practices, like, how does that look? Me working on my spiritual health. Again, meditation, stretching, but it also is like just being present, paying attention, right? I've been doing that a lot lately, even in the sense of seeing what works for me in my practices, what time of the day, trial and error, right? So I figured that the way I am now, it's best for me to do it early in the morning before even the sun comes up, when it's extremely quiet around. It just feels more peaceful. That's my favorite time, the best time for me to really get into my spiritual practices. But that's like the routine part of it. But when I'm going throughout the day, my spiritual practices look like every moment I am being conscious. Like if I get into it with somebody, or somebody says something I don't like, or I feel like I take something personal, I have gotten to the point where it takes me not even a minute to go within and really like reflect on that specific situation. Right. So throughout the whole day, and I'm not perfect by any means, not even close. Right. I still have times where a lot of times where I get angry, where I'm fearful, where I have a lack of self-esteem, or I'm feeling not worthy, or I am beating myself down and doing those things that weaken the spiritual energy. I'm focused on not beating myself up so much, being not lenient to the point where I'm not doing it, but giving myself grace, best way to say it. Right. So the next one is how do you stay motivated when work becomes difficult? Ooh, hard one. Because sometimes when it gets hard, I'm not gonna lie, I take a step back. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I be like, you know what? It drains you. It drains you mentally, physically, and spiritually. Like sometimes there's been times when things have gotten hard, I've gotten confused, and I felt like I have to push through. I have to keep going. I have to push. I have to figure this out. And ultimately, like, I wouldn't spiral, but I would get more confused. I would start to get, I don't want to say depressed, but lose energy, feel tired, not get up, when I usually do in the morning time, skipping out on my meditation routines. And now where I'm at, thankfully, sometimes it will get too hard, and sometimes I just need to just stand still, even if it's just for a day or two, and just like do nothing. Like really, literally do nothing. No resistance, no forcing it, no just have gratitude for where I'm at and just be grateful and thankful, and how it always happens. I'm not saying this is gonna happen for everybody. Every individual is different, but since I've been in that practice, I may have to take that day or two, sometimes three, but like I have a newfound energy and things start clicking and I understand and I see so many synchronicities when I jump back in, when I get back in. And I don't like now where I'm at, I'm not like force myself to get back in. Like once I give myself that real true break and that conscious break, not the, oh, this is too hard. That's it. I'm not doing this for a while. But you go and now you go and you eating your junk food and you just sitting and you watching TV all day and you're not that. It's just I'm still present and conscious in where I'm at, what I'm doing, and I'm just taking that space to give thanks and be grateful and just open myself up to what the universe has next for me. And it helps me. But the last one, how do you know that you're making spiritual progress? How do you know when you're making spiritual progress? Hmm. So many things. I'm going to give you a brief one. Good thing we will be going deeper into this throughout the podcast. But a few ways that I know that I am evolving spiritually, I feel like I'm becoming less, I take things less, I'm less personal. Whether it's me or whether it's somebody I love or, somebody that I don't agree with. I am really, and I'm so grateful for this. I'm so grateful. I'm beginning to see different perspectives of that situation is the best way I could put it. So, for instance, if somebody does something I don't agree with, or somebody says something I don't agree with, or somebody acts in a way, or somebody's personality is not something I agree with, or I feel is wrong, I'm not judging them. I'm not telling them, oh, you need to be like this, or I'm not telling them, oh, you're wrong for doing this, or this isn't right, or not. Whether I grew up believing that, whether it's like I'm starting to see everybody has a particular purpose. Everybody, whether it's something that somebody might consider evil or not, everybody's playing their role. So I'm coming to understand that, and I know that because I'm able to talk and I'm able to be calm and I'm able to be level-headed and have conversations with people that I wouldn't have even wanted to be in the same area with. So that's just one way. But some of my favorite ways are like just being more present, being more conscious, being able to catch myself when I'm getting ready to explode, or so many different ways. There's so many different ways that I know that I'm spiritually evolving, but I'm also realizing, and I guess that's another part in me spiritually growing, is that I also see when I am losing spiritual energy and I'm able to take accountability for my role in those things. I'm coming to understand that it's always a me thing. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, it's all about me, but in a sense, it is all about me, in a sense that if I don't like something affects me, something offends me, that is always me. That is always on me. So I appreciate my spiritual growth, but when we get in there, we're going to have a conversation. We're going to talk. All right. You guys have a good day.